We love gathering together every Sunday here at King's Community Church, but do you remember Easter Sunday this year? We had just under 1,600 people come to celebrate that Jesus is alive, and 120 people responded for prayer at the end of that Sunday.
We have had so much fun in Kids this year. We raised £164 in our special offering, and over the summer we've seen up to 160 under 11s attending church, which is incredible. And on Easter Sunday we saw 70 primary kids give their lives to Jesus. It has been an incredible year and we're so excited to see what else happens.
Since January, we will have baptised more than 50 people this year and heard how their lives have been changed by Jesus. That's more people this year than we've ever baptised before.
Since January this year, we've had 70 people come through Alpha, step into conversations about life, faith, and Jesus.
And each one represents a story, a life touched, and a seed planted.
Since we opened the food pantry in January this year, we now regularly see 25 to 30 families each week, which is fantastic. In addition, the food bank on Mondays, we've fed on an emergency basis 1,015 people to date. Together with that, we now have 8 to 10 families that regularly come to church, which is just a blessing by God.
So far this year, we've had 80 people come through our Explore Church course and join our church family here at King's Community Church. And by the end of the year, we are hoping for and anticipating 100 people.
Since January, we've prayed for nearly 100 people in the healing rooms, and we've seen countless ones of them healed. We've seen backs healed, neck pain gone, we've seen frozen shoulders released, there was a leg that grew, and even a tumour that disappeared off somebody's appendix. We're just believing this is the beginning of all God's doing. You know, we've seen people healed in lots of other places too. So let's press in prayer and let's believe in the miraculous one who can, who will, and who wants to.
We were buzzing to take 101 youth to New Day 2025. We saw 8 people healed, 8 salvations, and encounters with God throughout the week.
And we've just seen the spiritual temperature of youth and young people increase over the last year, people desperate to know more about Jesus and to encounter him more and to know more of his presence at work in their lives. It's a really exciting season for us in youth.
Our Growing Hope Clinic was launched in July, and so far we've seen 9 families and we're getting new referrals all the time.
We have just launched Bridge Church Tottenham.
Woo! What started as a site 6 years ago, we are now our own self-governing local church, really excited about what God's going to do as we enter this new chapter.
In Weston, we're celebrating 18 months of just amazing things that God's done. We've baptised 7 people this year. In our last baptism meeting, we had over 100 guests there to celebrate, which was just so encouraging.
And in this new academic year, we have just started a second meeting. Every other week on Sunday evenings, we're meeting at the Hope Centre for older teens and young adults off the back of a really successful New Day for us. So we're really excited to see what God will do this year.
As we've looked back over the last 9 months and we've been chatting together, haven't we? We are so grateful to God for what has been happening here at King's Community Church. We are just loving the stories of baptisms, the stories of salvation, the stories of healings. Every week we seem to be hearing a new story, and we are so grateful to God for what he is doing. And then last March we had that incredible special offering, didn't we? How much did we raise?
£341,000, which was just an amazing sum of money.
Yeah, it was awesome. And obviously this year we're believing God £1 million to reach 1 million people. And so we believe that, you know, we're well on the way to that as we approach our second gift day in October, which you're going to talk about a little bit about in a moment. But I just want to say as well that the tree that we've got in the entrance hall is just covered in leaves of prayers that we are praying and believing God for the rest of this year and the years to come. And so I just want to say how encouraging it is just to look at that tree and to know that actually God is hearing our prayers and answering our prayers. So I want to say a really big thank you to you for standing with us in this time, for giving so generously, and for praying prayers of faith as well.
And we're ready to go again for our second phase of our £1 million for 1 million people special offering, the 5th and the 12th of October. I always saw it really as 3 phases of raising £1 million, March, October, and then the following March as well. And you know, I'm really wanting to be grateful to God, hugely grateful for what we've achieved up until now, but also to let's go again in generosity and in faith. Looking back at the spiritual formation series, that last one that we covered, generosity, the whole thing about the widow who gave everything. It wasn't that she gave very much in a sense, but she gave everything. And as we collectively stand together, whether we're able to give a little bit or whether we're able to give quite a lot, it's the fact we all do it, and we all do it with a spirit of generosity, and we all give together. And together we can see God do amazing things amongst us.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it, to be in this year of harvest and to know that God is so blessing us, and we're so excited about all He's going to do.
I think we'll look back in years to come, and 2025 will be a year, wow, just look at what God did in 2025.